What's up, guys? So I'm making a mystery meal. I'm not really sure what it is or what it's called. I'm sure it has a name, but it's pretty awesome. It's pretty cheap. It's pretty healthy, I think, and I'll show you what I'm doing. So I just made 2 cups of brown rice. I've got 3 eggs in there now. I'm gonna put 3 more eggs in there. I'm then gonna put some seasoning in there, basically just a lot of spices, and probably some chili pepper, because I love chili pepper. And then I'm gonna put a bunch of cheese on it, and then I put down some ghee in the pan, and I'm gonna fry it. So we'll see what happens. It might be horrible or it might be awesome. If you're wondering what ghee is, it's a clarified butter, which is a good substitute for oil when you're cooking on stainless steel instead of using any PFOA producing non-stick pans. Alright, so I'm just melting down some ghee in the pan. I'm gonna have the large burner on 3 or 4. And just see sort of what the pace of the cooking is. And I know 6 eggs might feel like a lot, but I like high protein food, and I think this is going to be really filling once it's done, and it'll serve for more than 1 serving, obviously. Okay, all the eggs are mixed in, and I'm going to add the seasoning. What I'm going to add to this are, I'm going to put some chili pepper in there, some cayenne pepper, some oregano leaves, and some crushed red pepper. And that could sound crazy to you, but to me it sounds delicious. Also, I'm gonna put in a bunch of 4 cheese Mexican style blend. Okay, so I put in basically a handful of cheese, like a fistful of cheese, and I think that's just about right. All right, first gonna do a little bit of chili powder, and I like a lot of chili powder. Then for the cayenne, I'm gonna be a little more careful with that, and just do a little. That should be good. Then I like crushed red pepper. I really like it, and I think it adds a cool texture. So I'm gonna put in a lot of that. And just a little bit of oregano. Alright, that's plenty. Alright, so those are the seasonings. So there's everything all mixed up, and what I'm gonna do first is just put little dollops in there just to see how they cook and see how a little batch comes out. Otherwise, I'll do this in a different way. Let's see how we do. And I kind of want them to feel like little pancakes, kind of. So I might turn up the heat a little to halfway on the large burner, just to see how it does. And then I'll flip it once we get it kind of seared up. Yeah, definitely should have had it a little hotter to start. And what I'm hoping with the higher temperature is that I can get this to, you know, stick together as one piece and flip like a pancake. And I think that'll work. We're getting there. I should have had it hotter to begin with, but it's okay. This is kind of almost feels like a hash brown in a way. Let's see how dark it is on the other side. Okay, not too bad. Smells really good. That's good. Should have cooked it a little longer and on a higher heat. And one thing, cooking with ghee, when it gets hot, it gets kind of smoky. So it's a challenge. I'm still trying to learn how to cook better with ghee. But anyways, at the higher temperatures, you'll start seeing a lot more smoke coming off of a pan with ghee in it. So I just tried some, and it's freaking delicious. So just make sure that you make them pretty flat, and that you don't undercook the center because you have all that egg in there. But otherwise, this came out great. I'm sure this is something already and it has a name, but that's how I made it, and I've got a whole bunch more to cook, and overall it's yummy. So, and it's not expensive, so try it out. Now another option is to get it in there, get it cooked up, and then break it up into little bits, and then use this for a burrito. Just flip it around. This is actually getting close. Pretty close to cook there. And that can go right inside a burrito, wrap it up, you're good. So basically now you got the burrito filling, and honestly this stuff is so good. So I'll just put this inside the burrito, and then I'll typically add a little more cheese because I like a lot of cheese on everything I eat. Add some hot sauce. And what then I'll usually do, because I'm not really a highly skilled person with cooking, is I'll throw the cheese on there, And then I'll just nuke it real quick, 30-second nuke, just to get the cheese a little more melted, but also to get the wrap to soften up a little bit, and then I'll wrap it. So there's a little more cheese on top. We've got our high-end hot sauce seasoning here. Bam. Right? Just like Emerald. Low budget Emerald right here. You might get a stomach bug, but it should be good. Alright. There's our burrito. So cheese melted, a little bit of hot sauce on there. Everything's already hot and yummy to begin with, but we're looking pretty good. And that really nicely softened up the burrito as well. Alright, there's our second burrito. Looking good, a little melted cheese on there. And honestly, this is really easy food. And it's not unhealthy. You know, it's kind of high carb, obviously, but overall pretty good. With the 6 eggs in there, you get good protein. And with the grain rice, you know, not too bad.